The head of COP28 under fire again.
There is no science out there or no scenario out there that says that the phase out of fossil fuel is what's going to achieve 1.5.
Reported by The Guardian and Center for Climate Reporting, Sultan Al Jaber made the comments in an online event ahead of the summit. He also suggested there can't be a phase out of fossil fuels alongside sustainable development, quote, unless you want to take the world back into caves. Many have already called his position as head of the United Arab Emirates state oil company a conflict of interest.
Abusing the public's trust by naming the CEO of one of the largest and least responsible oil companies in the world as head of the COP.
This actually sounds very close to climate denial language.
Former Environment Minister Catherine McKenna says she wants to see action at the summit, including a long-awaited oil and gas emissions cap from Canada.
And when you hear the stories for small island states that will literally be underwater if we exceed 1.5 degrees, it is really galling when you hear the head of the COP to say that we can't phase out fossil fuels.
Let's see if I can extract some of these fossil fuels.
Also looking for a fossil fuel phase-out commitment, doctors, including Canadians, taking part in the first ever health-focused day at COP.
We see more heart attacks, more strokes during those periods of high pollution events, like a wildfire smoke day.
Calgary ER Dr. Joe Vipon says Canadians feel the effects of climate change through everything from fires to high temperatures to Lyme disease. Globally, the World Health Organization says heat-related deaths for people over 65 climbed by 75% in 2 decades.
To protect health from the impacts of climate change, we must recognize the linkages between health and the environment and articulate these impacts across all sectors of our society.
Canada signed on to the first ever climate and health declaration at COP. Also Sunday, a $5 million contribution from Canada to help the poorest countries become climate resilient. Abigail Bimman, Global News, Ottawa.